Hi kids! Today in Bible stories, we're gonna learn about the story of Pharaoh and his dream. So let's get started. It's been 2 years after Pharaoh pardoned the cupbearer. One night, Pharaoh had a strange dream and then he woke up. He went back to sleep and had another strange dream. So Pharaoh was very disturbed by the dreams. The next morning he called for all the magicians and wise men of Egypt. When Pharaoh told them his dreams, not one of them could tell him what they meant. Finally, the king's cupbearer spoke up. He said, "When I was in prison, I and the baker had strange dreams. A young Hebrew man in prison interpreted them for us, and everything he said came true." Joseph was quickly brought from the prison. After he shaved and changed his clothes, he went and stood before Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said, "I had a dream last night, and no one here can tell me what it means. But I hear you can interpret dreams." But Joseph simply humbled himself and said, "I don't have the power to interpret dreams, but my God does." So Pharaoh explained, "In my first dream, I was standing on the bank of the river Nile. I saw 7 fat, healthy cows come up out of the river and begin grazing in the marsh grass. But then I saw 7 sick-looking cows, scrawny and thin, come up after them. These thin cows ate the 7 fat cows, but afterwards still looked as thin and scrawny as before. And then I woke up. Then I fell asleep again, and I had another dream," Pharaoh continued. "I saw 7 heads of grain, full and beautiful, growing on a single stalk. Then 7 more heads of grain appeared, but these were blighted, shriveled, and withered by the east wind. Then the shriveled heads swallowed the 7 healthy heads. I told these dreams to the magicians, but no one could tell me what they meant." But God helped Joseph to interpret Pharaoh's dreams. He said, "Both dreams mean the same thing. The 7 healthy cows and the 7 healthy heads of grain both represent 7 years of prosperity. The 7 thin, scrawny cows that came up later and the 7 thin heads of grain represent 7 years of famine. The next 7 years will be prosperous, but the 7 years after that will bring such a severe famine, the good years will be forgotten." So Joseph advised Pharaoh what to do next. "You should find a wise man and put him in charge of the entire land of Egypt. Supervisors need to be appointed to collect 1/5 of all the crops during the 7 good years and store them under guard. That way, there will be enough to eat when the 7 years of famine come to the land of Egypt." Joseph's suggestions impressed Pharaoh and his officials. Pharaoh said to Joseph, "Since God has revealed the meaning of the dreams to you, clearly no one else is as wise as you are. You will be in charge of my court, and all my people will take orders from you. Only I will have a rank higher than yours." Then Pharaoh removed his signet ring from his hand and placed it on Joseph's finger. He dressed him in fine linen clothing and hung a gold chain around his neck. Then he had Joseph ride in the chariot reserved for his second in command. And wherever Joseph went, the command was shouted, "Kneel down." Joseph is now 30 years old and was given a new Egyptian name, Ziphenath-Paneah. Pharaoh also gave him a wife, whose name was Asenath. So Joseph took charge of the entire land of Egypt. The end. I hope you had fun learning the story of Pharaoh and his dream. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more Bible stories. Bye.